So I'm getting the brake off here. As you see, it threads a detent pin in the hole for it in the front side block. I really like that. The brake itself is a copy of a Bulgarian 74 brake made by CNC Warrior here in North Carolina. Guy makes pretty good stuff. I've been pleased with it so far. It seems to do its job fairly well of maintaining or controlling the recoil. But when I first bought this rifle, it came into the country. As you may be, it's a little dirty now, but I've been shooting it quite a bit lately. But the muzzle came in naked, and I really didn't like that. So I mic'd the outer diameter of the barrel. I mic'd it incorrectly at 5.08, which is a fairly common barrel diameter for these SAR-2s, and ordered up the JMAC custom thread adapter. Now, when I first got the thread adapter, I sat on it for some time and wasn't able to do anything with it. However, once I finally got to a machine shop, I mic'd the barrel again and discovered it was 5.12 or 0.512, sorry. And my thread adapter, however, was 0.504, somewhere in that. I don't remember the exact numbers. I have them written down somewhere, but even if my barrel had been 0.508, it would have been too tight to go on. And I really didn't want to buy a press. I do want to get into building AK sometime, but a $300 press is kind of a steep investment for something I'm only going to use it once for. So I opted to just take it to my machine shop, and many of you out there may not have access to a machine shop, to the facilities that I do. So you may want to double check the outer diameter of your barrel here, and double and triple check the inner diameter of your thread adapter, because JMAC Customs does really good work, but I don't know what the deal was there. Maybe they sent me the wrong piece or something. It sure seems like they did. But the threads, you may notice on this, are machined really fine. They're really tall, in my opinion, a little too tall. I had to grind down the first threads to get the muzzle brake started on there, and it was a tight fit. I had to thread it on initially, and I had to chase it back out with a 22 millimeter thread cutter in order to repair some damage that these really fine threads actually did at the brake. Something you may want to keep in mind. If you don't plan on doing this yourself, I would take it to somebody that you know for sure is a competent machinist. You definitely don't want to mess this up. This was about, all total with the detent pin here and the thread adapter itself with the roll pin, you may be able to see that in there. It was around $48, which is a fairly good deal. It definitely beats the $250 that you're looking at paying for an original Romanian front sight block and 22 millimeter brake. $48 is pretty good when you keep that in mind. Getting it installed was pretty straightforward. Thankfully, I had an adjustable reamer, and I was able to ream out a few thousandths on the inside here, put a little bit of cutting grease on there, and just tap it on with a rubber mallet. The drill bit that they include, the JMAC Customs include, I was really afraid it was going to break. I was thinking it was probably just going to be a cheap China drill bit, but thankfully it held up. It drilled through right here. I don't know if you can see that or not. It drilled through right here, and I was able to drill through the bottom of the barrel and index my roll pin in there for a more permanent installation. And yeah, so it was fairly straightforward once I got all my measurements marked and everything like that. I'm really happy about this stainless steel detent pin though. That's really what I'm happy about. It indexes here in the hole of the muzzle brake like every other Russian or European style brake does. I should say Eastern European. And it holds everything in place. There's the little bit of play in the brake, which is what you would expect from a Russian style brake. But overall, I'm pretty pleased with the SAR-2 thread adapter here, and it goes for SAR-3 as well. Also pretty pleased with the brake. Both seem to be quality parts, and they do their job well. And it gives it much more authentic look. I was really afraid that when I bought this rifle, the 45-degree gas block would trigger my autism, as we say in AK General, but it didn't. Well, it's grown on me, I should say. I've really come to appreciate the uniqueness of this rifle. And oh, as an aside, some of you may be wondering about this cleaning rod. Wow, it looks a little bent. It is not a Romanian cleaning rod. SAR-2 cleaning rods are pretty difficult to source by themselves. I've put out several want to buys on the AK files and never really got anything. People, when they sell a whole kit, they want to part it out, or when they want to part out a kit, they don't really feel like shipping you something as small as a cleaning rod that they can only charge you a couple dollars for. I've found that out the hard way. But I plan to do a more in-depth review, or a look at, I should say. I'm by no means a YouTube gun reviewer of the rest of the rifle sometime down the road. But this is just a quick look, at the front end here. What really takes the most work, and what really takes the most time and effort when you get one of these naked SAR-2s. Overall, if you're looking at getting an SAR-2, and if you can get it for a reasonable price, I'd definitely do it. Seeing Ames 74 clones pop up here on the AK files quite a bit, and they're coming up for sale a lot more often, because the kits that came in, people are having those built and making clones and selling off their built SAR-2s, or whatever. These are popping up for sale. Overall, fantastic gun, and thanks for watching.